If you're thinking about moving to Dubai in 2025, I want to help you do it the right way. In this video, I'll walk you through everything from planning your move to getting your visas, setting up your company, and opening a bank account, and also find a place to live and understand how the taxes works in Dubai. I'll share the same advice I give to my private clients who ask me how to move to Dubai without the stress, delays, or expensive mistakes. Before we start, my name is Shiraz and I've helped hundreds of entrepreneurs move to Dubai and eliminate their taxes legally. And if you want my help in doing the same, you can book a one-on-one call with me at setuphero.com/call. Dubai continues to be one of the best places in the world to relocate if you are looking for a combination of tax advantages, world-class infrastructure, lifestyle, and opportunity. But it is critical that you plan your move correctly. Dubai welcomes entrepreneurs, professionals, and investors, but it expects you to follow the process properly. And getting the process wrong could be very expensive. First, let's talk about the mindset. Understanding that moving to Dubai is not like moving to another city in your own country. It's not simply about finding a new apartment and forwarding your email address, but this is a complete relocation to a new country with its own visa system, financial rules, and cultural expectation. You're essentially building a new legal life as well. And while the system is friendly, it does not forgive carelessness. So your first major decision point is understanding your reason for moving to Dubai. If you're simply chasing lower taxes, that's fine, but you must be honest about whether you are prepared to live at least the majority of the time in the air in Dubai, because the residency in Dubai comes with responsibility. You cannot just rent a visa or pretend that you live here if you actually live somewhere else. Authorities worldwide and increasingly in the UAE itself are paying attention to real substance. If you want the benefits, you must also build a real life here in Dubai. Assuming that you are serious about living in Dubai, the next step is understanding your exit from your home country tax system. Many people get excited about their Dubai plan but forget that your home country will not simply let you go without a process. If you are from Europe, Canada, Australia, or similar Western countries, you will need to properly terminate your tax residency status in your home country. This often means more than just booking a flight and coming out to Dubai. You must check the exit requirements for your country. Some requires to file you a special form, some will look at how many ties you still maintain in the home country, and some will consider how many days you spend inside your home country in the future. And if you don't complete this step properly, you risk being taxed as if you never left, even though you were physically living in Dubai. For example, if you're from the United Kingdom, you must pay close attention to the statutory residency test. For Canadians, the exit tests for breaking residential ties are critical, and for Australian, the Centre of Life test must be clear that you have moved outside of Australia. Every country has different rules, and you need to understand them, prepare your exit carefully, and if needed, I always recommend to get professional help. Now, let's assume that you have completed or planned your exit strategy. The next step is obtaining the right residency visa in Dubai. In 2025, there are several pathways to residency in Dubai. But the most common route for entrepreneurs, remote workers, and investors is either by setting up your own company or qualifying for golden visa through property investment. Now let's talk about the company route first. Setting up a business in Dubai is straightforward if you know what you're doing. Typically, you will establish either a free zone company or a mainland company. Which is the right one for you depends on primarily where your customers are located and how you intend to operate. If you have an online business serving international clients, a free zone company is often the simplest and the most cost-effective choice. And if you are dealing with clients inside Dubai, the mainland license may be required. A proper company setup typically costs anywhere between 7,000 to 10,000 US dollars. This includes your company license, your UAE residence visa, medical testing, Emirates ID, and initial government fee. Anyone promising you a complete setup for $2,000 or $3,000 is either omitting critical cost or selling you a setup that will cause major problems down the road. Once your company is established, you employ yourself through this company. You issue yourself an employment visa as the company director or manager. This employment visa then forms the basis for your legal residency in Dubai. Alternatively, if you qualify for a golden visa, it is even better because the golden visa is a 10-year residency permit available to investors, high-earning professionals, or real estate buyers meeting the minimum investment threshold. In 2025, the property investment threshold remains at 2 million dirhams. Other routes include business investments, high specialized skills, and certain approved professional sector. If you qualify for the golden visa, it frees you from having to renew or your work visa every 2 years and offers a more flexible structure. Now, before you can finalize your residency, there are a few steps that you must complete inside of Dubai. Once your initial electronic visa is issued, you must enter Dubai to complete your medical screening, Emirates ID, biometric, and finalize your residency stamping. The medical test is simple, a blood test and a chest x-ray. It's not a health exam like in the Western sense, it is only the screening of communicable diseases. And the Emirates ID process involves fingerprint and photographs. The Emirates ID card is critical. It will become your primary identity document for banking, contracts, phone services, and almost everything official inside Dubai. One critical warning here that once you enter Dubai on your electronic visa to complete these steps, you cannot leave the country until the residency process is complete. So you need to plan accordingly. And most people complete the processes within the 10 to 15 days if everything goes smoothly. But there are also fast-track options to complete the initial immigration process within 4 to 5 working days if needed. After your residency is finalized, your next immediate task is opening your bank accounts, setting up a local phone number, and securing a place to live. Banking in Dubai is straightforward but requires preparation. Bank wants to see that you are a real resident. You will need your Emirates ID, passport, a visa copy, and official local business address. Some banks will even want to see the tenancy contract, also called the ijari certificate. Opening the bank account can take from a few hours to a few days, depending on the bank and how complete your documents are. If you work with a professional setup partner, such as SetupHero, then often you have a dedicated banker who can fast-track the process for you. Your phone line is easy but a very critical step. Once you have your Emirates ID, simply walk into 𝐷𝐢 or Etisalat store and get a postpaid number. You will need a phone bill for many registrations, including banking, and so my recommendation is that you do this as early as possible. Now let's talk about the accommodation in Dubai. If you do not know yet the neighborhoods of Dubai, it is best to rent a short-term apartment for the first few months. Airbnb and Blue Crown or similar services offer furnished apartments on flexible terms. This gives you time to explore areas like Dubai Marina, downtown Dubai, Business Bay, Jumeirah, Arabian Ranches, and decide where you feel home. And when you're ready to sign a longer lease agreement, understand that most landlords require rent for the entire year up front, either in one or a few post-dated checks. Leasing also requires an ijari registration, which formalizes the lease with Dubai authorities and is needed for some banking and residency processes as well. Cost of living in Dubai can vary dramatically based on your lifestyle. As a single person living comfortably in a good area, you should budget around $4,000 to $5,000 per month for rent, utilities, transport, food, and leisure. And families will need considerably more. Dubai can be as affordable or as extravagant as you choose it to be. Let's quickly talk about taxes, because many people move to Dubai primarily for tax reasons. Dubai has no personal income tax. Your salary, your business profits, capital gains, dividends all remain tax-free at the personal level. However, starting from 2024, Dubai has introduced a 9% corporate tax. For small businesses, if your company's total revenue is below 3 million dirhams annually, you can still claim a small business relief and continue to pay 0% corporate tax. And if your revenues exceed 3 million dirhams, only the profits above 375,000 dirhams are taxed at 9%. The system is fair, transparent, and business-friendly. But you must comply with the system. That means registering your company for corporate tax, even if you expect to pay zero corporate tax. It also means filing annual tax returns. There's also VAT or value-added tax to consider. VAT is 5% in Dubai, and if your business revenues exceed 375,000 dirhams per year, you must register for VAT as well. However, if your clients are outside of the GCC or Gulf region, most of your services may be zero rated. This means that no VAT is actually charged. Again, compliance matters even if your net VAT is zero. On the personal side, there are no annual filings for individuals. There is no worldwide taxation. There is no need to file any form or personal tax returns inside of Dubai. The annual cost to maintain your Dubai setup typically includes your trade license, renewal fee, your visa renewal fee every 2 years, unless you have a golden visa, and any accounting or compliance assistance that you choose to use. One very important final point is that substance matter. It is not enough to have a paper company in Dubai. You must genuinely live here and genuinely run your company if you want the full benefits. If your home country audits you or if international authorities review your residency, they will look at the real evidence that you have built a life here in Dubai, where you live, where you work, where you socialize. Dubai offers a fantastic lifestyle, sunshine almost every day of the year, and world-class dining. And most importantly, it gives the freedom to live your life with far less government interference than most Western countries. If you do this correctly, Dubai can be life-changing, but I've seen it happen for many of my own clients as well. But it must be approached seriously and professionally. I hope this guide has helped you understand the full picture. And if you want my help in setting up the business, residency, and banking in Dubai, you can book a one-on-one call with me at setuphero.com/call, and we can build a customized strategy for you together. And if you're serious about moving to Dubai, you should really check out my next video right here.